Tupper in the 48, Tanner Merritt in the 36. 14 cars scheduled for 25 laps or 25 minutes. Time allocation is given some forgiveness for red flags as we're green flag and underway here in the Sportsman main. It's a good start for Jacobson, digging on the bottom of the racetrack. Jessen to the early advantage with Ostrom going way higher than we've seen a lot of Sportsman race tonight. Foster in the 3rd spot in the 5. Works the low side on Ostrom coming out of turn number 2, trying to make the pass for 2nd. Alden comes from the middle down to the bottom, trying to slam the door shut on Foster. He'll get the job done. He'll retain 2nd. And much like last week, he is now giving chase out in front of this field, trying to run down and catching your race leader of Jessen Jacobson in 22J. Jacobson with a straightaway on Ostrom, who's got lots of space between him and Foster in the 5 car. Back in the field further, it's Brody Ferguson in the 3 and the 51 of Dustin Gehring. Those 2 cars battling for 9th and 10th on the field as everybody else stretching themselves out quite nicely. Dixon in the 20 and the 1 of Brown battling for spots. That's Dixon, who will pick his way up and into 5th. See if he can track down Jaden Whitney and advance his spot even further. Brown on the 1. We got one upside down hard in the back straightaway. That's the 4 of Allison Johnson. So Johnson goes for a big tumble down on the back stretch. And red flag conditions are out and on the race car. Back straightaway for Jacobson. Right underneath the Skagit County Sheriff's sign is where he can start going. He'll pick it up midway through. And the race is back under green flag conditions. Wow, Kai Dixon down all the way to the bottom of the infield trying to pass. Really upset the race car, but he's got a nice gap in turn 2. Tires touch coming off the corner between him and Whitney. So they'll roll their way into turn number 3. Behind him, Zylstra's going to pick off another. So Kira Zylstra on the roll, but we've got a caution out. Top of the wall up. Let's go out on the Carmart USA Jeep Gladiator Pace Truck. Jacobson got another lap in. We're 7 down, 18 to go. Excellent restart there for Jacobson. Not a great one for Foster as he bottles up Whitney and Dixon behind him. As he got back going, Whitney and Dixon lose a bunch of ground. Zylstra's worked her way to 6th, so let's watch the 21Z. See if she can fend off Brown, who's to the inside of her looking for a spot. Mike went all the way down, put the left side tires in the apron, looking to get through. Whitney digging down low, trying to find his way past Foster. It's the battle for 3rd between the 5 car and the 88. They work out at turn number 2. Chris Foster expands it, but you can see he's a little higher in the corners, and I think the bottom line right around the curb on the inside of the racetrack, specifically in 3 and 4, a little better for momentum right now. Foster expands down the back straightaway. Whitney closes in the turns. Race leader Jessen Jacobson, a straightaway on Ostrom. Ostrom now at almost a straightaway over Foster, getting away from Whitney, and then Dixon, last week's feature winner, sits in the 5th spot. Behind them, Brian Holmqvist in the 90. Double duty driver tonight. We'll see him in a midget in just a little bit. Cruising around, trying to keep Dustin Gehring at bay. Gehring way down low. Parks the car up and in front of Holmqvist. He'll take the spot. Over halfway the next time by for Jessen Jacobson. Will show just 10 laps to go in this feature. He looks to take his first victory of the year. 10 more times around for Jacobson, who will lap Holmqvist. He's coming up on the back of Gehring. That is the top 10 if Jessen can get into it. It's a long ways back to Ostrom. He's looking to collect his 3rd podium of the year. A 2nd straight, or sorry, make it a second place after running third and first in the first couple of weeks. Foster is right in there. He was your third place runner on week number 1, and Foster putting some pressure on second place Alden Ostrom down the back straightaway. They get in through the corner. That's Ostrom in the black and orange 35. And right in behind him going into turn number 1, it's the 5 of Foster. Foster got wide at corner entrance. Drops back a couple of car lengths, but trying to track him back down. You can see Ostrom hanging the rear end off of corner 4. Jaden Whitney's your 4th place car in the 88, and he's making some progress. As we're down to 5 to go for your race leader. 2, 3, and 4, and 5th in Kai Dixon now bottled up all right in behind him. See if any of them has something to make a pass to the guy in front of him. Got close in traffic, but as he gets single file, you have to make a very big bobble, a big boo-boo, in order to drop one of those spots. With 3 to go, your race leader stays out of traffic. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, single file in behind him. Nobody really able to do much with each other. You saw Foster get way high in the racetrack in turn number 1, but Whitney just not enough to get underneath him. As these cars very evenly matched here at this portion of the race. The white flag's coming out to your leader. Justin Jacobson crossing the flag stand right now. Jacobson, 1 lap to go to pick up the win here in the Sportsman Sprint in dominant fashion. He has led them all from setting quick time and winning his heat race. Clean sweep on the night for the 22J of Justin Jacobson. 2nd, Alden Ostrom. 3rd, Chris Foster. 4th, Jaden Whitney. And 5th, Kai Dixon.